Hey guys, I'm Kayakis, and welcome back to Wake the Beacon, where last time we got to level 10 signal strength, and today, or now, we have achievements. I logged in and just got like 12 achievements, so that's pretty good. Do I just click here? Yes. Alright, hopping right back into it, seeing how well we can clear all of this out. Ah, our good old lasers. So yeah, we're just getting swarmed by a bunch of geometric shapes. And our goal is to, well, defeat them all. There we go, we obtained a battle buff. I'm not sure what that means. How did we get a buff? I have no idea. But we did. We are on the Orc Cloud, level 10. 636 total dollars. Not bad. Alright, where are we at in our tree? I think we only have right now these three that we can buy. So critical damage, ball lifetime, and beacon level. Ah, we actually have enough that we can upgrade our beacon level, which would deploy orbital energy spheres. You know what? That sounds fun enough. Let's do it. There it is. Reach node level 4. And then we can get things further upgraded later. Alright. So right now it looks like we just have those two orbiting orbs. And let's see if we can keep our eye out for maybe something that might... Is it the blue thing here? Something that would give us a boost, a buff. I'm not sure. I see a bunch of things on the side of our screen over here. Keep an eye out for those next time, but I'm not sure what those are doing either. Don't have enough for those, so let's do ball lifetime and that. And looks like we have a couple other ones hiding back there. Very nice. Alright. But yeah, you can see right now, up in that top left corner, maybe we're already getting buffs? I'm not sure. I'm not sure where those are coming from. I don't recall last video getting something to unlock buffs. I could be wrong about that. Oh, 100% critical ball. So yeah, that was up there I saw, ticking away. Only 620,000 this time. Let's get ball size. Ooh, explosive triangle damage multiplier. I'm not sure what's up with the text. Zooming in, doesn't appear to do anything. I guess our text is just a little funky, and I don't know why. Wait, it wasn't like this before. Maybe going into a new game might help. Not sure why our text was a little funky there. But we have bigger balls, and I think... Did we get it? No, we made the triangles more healthy, I think is what we did. So our balls do not last quite as long, or they last just as long as they have been, but they don't last any longer. That half second is what I guess I'm trying to go for. Alright, end of the run. We're getting about the same as usual. What do we have? It's still a little funky. Guess we'll just try to put up with it maybe a little bit. Or maybe I need to reload the game. I'm not sure. It is making it a little hard to see here. Let's grab that. And let me try reloading the game. Alright, well, all I did was go out to the main menu and hit back into the play, so hopefully that's fixed it. But I guess we'll be able to find out after this run here. Which, yeah, these runs don't take too long, and it seems like we are doing pretty good on defending ourselves. Nothing's gotten too close, really, on hitting us. Alright, how are we looking now? 871. Nice. Love to see it. How are we looking now? It's still pretty funky. Not sure why. Ooh, well, we could get something up here. Probably want to increase intensity, and yeah, I think we're going to quit the game this time and see if that would help out. Alright, we're back. We're getting to the end of this run here. Now let's take a look at what did we end up with. Verdict is, well, it looks good now. Hopefully, if you look at the 360, the price at the bottom of this one, it's a little funny looking, which is concerning for basically everything else. So I am concerned. Execution Ball? Does that just insta-kill everything? Because that sounds pretty fun. Alright, let's get right back on into it and see how we do. Keep an eye out for this Execution Ball. I would imagine... Why am I orbiting balls like that? I think they were boosted, buffed. I would imagine the Execution Ball... Oh, there it is. They were red. Yeah, I was going to say be a different color. And sure enough, they sure were. And it looked like I don't think they necessarily insta-killed per se, but I saw a couple of them went straight off, and then one of them looked like it ricocheted. So that one, the one that ricocheted, obviously didn't insta-kill. Alright, we maxed out that branch, so we're just into here now. Ooh, get the sphere count up, huh? That would be pretty good. Alright, back at it. Alright, well, I got the orbital sphere count, and unfortunately, it's looking like the text is still going off the rails here. It's becoming harder and harder to read. Unfortunately, I think that might just be the theme of the video in this game here, having that difficult text to read. So, fortunately, that's not the main part of the game, reading text. The main part is coming in and defending ourselves from these shapes. I wonder when we're going to hit the next shape. I think we're at, what, Pentagon? So, what, is it going to be a hexagon, or jump straight to like an octagon, or what are we looking at? Just full-on circle, perhaps? We almost made $1 million from this run. Mostly from the Pentagon, so probably if we could upgrade those, that might be ideal. Do we want to do any of this? Beacon uptime. That would probably help out. Ooh, triangle intensity. That would get us to a next level of triangle, which is something I am very much looking forward to. So yes, please. Alright, another round coming to a close, and yeah, we actually got a lot of temporary upgrades, which gave us, well, basically cleared out a lot of the enemies. Not as much money, unfortunately, maybe because there were less enemies, but let's get our triangle enemy intensity up. Rotation speed for those orbs, and ball damage. Ball damage would probably be good, especially considering we are... Is it the purple ones here? Maybe. Let's see, yeah. I'm going to guess it's these kind of purplish ones that are the new ones. I don't fully remember which ones were, I guess, what we were dealing with before, but that's my guess, is it's these purplish looking ones. So hopefully our triangle money will get a big boost. There it is. We earned $1 million in a single session. Finally broke that barrier, I don't know. Ball damage. Because, well, I guess, why not? Back into it. Another $1 million. Let's see how we can spend that. Looks like only the laser beam damage, but I really don't care about the laser beam damage. So I think maybe we need to save up something. Maybe rectangle enemy intensity might be a good call. So let's go ahead and see about getting that. There we go, one more round done, and we actually made it to Proxima with 1.4 million gain this time. So yeah, we did get the extra intensity there, and looking at this, I don't see that any of these are necessarily better than the other, so I'll go with the interceptor shot because I'm hoping, yes, that'll lead me to some other things here, such as our Pentagon enemy intensity. So that's probably going to be what we're aiming for next time. Pentagons are already our highest earning shape, so if we could increase them even more, then obviously that would be ideal. However, this doesn't feel like it's going to be a high earning run just because, well, most of these enemies that are on screen are just new spawns, so there's not many enemies that are actually remaining on screen, which is both good and bad. We need more enemies on screen just because, well, hard to get money without enemies. We did get 1.4 million. Is that a good 1.4 million? Yes. Wasn't sure if that was a high 1.4 or a low 1.4. Let's see. Nothing particularly interesting, I suppose. I mean, every upgrade should be a good upgrade. It's just whether or not I acknowledge it as a good upgrade, I suppose. There we go. The Pentagon should have, I think, a little extra health. So maybe we'll be able to push up to, I'd say, hopefully 1.8 million would be ideal. And indeed, 1.8 we reached. Very good. Yeah, so our Pentagons are now 1.1 million, just alone. So let's come up here. Triangle, enemy reinforcement, upgrade triangle, so we could spawn with more triangles. Is there anything for... No, I was curious on if our Pentagons could have an upgrade or not. I'm not sure. Let's go with this one. That'll work, I suppose. Back at it. This time we 2.1 million. Even better. So it looks like our rectangles are starting to come up a little bit. So maybe it might be good to upgrade our rectangles a little bit more. I mean, we gave them that one. Now we have this one. What is this? Upgrade Pentagon. So we could spawn... Wait. Upgrade Pentagon and it spawns to Hexagon. So I think that means we could start seeing some hexagons, a brand new shape. Yes, please. Also, I'm just thinking about it. This end of run screen, does it tell us the future shapes to come? Was I being a little dumb with what I was saying earlier? I'm not sure. Let's give it a look after this one. Alright, here we go. And, I mean, yeah, it does tell us that the next one is a hexagon. So, it's being a little silly there. 2.1 million, not bad. Our rectangles are doing pretty good. And let's see about... Yes, we can get that hexagon. And then we could increase our triangle enemy intensity, which... give or take. Or I should say take it or leave it, because right now they're not doing all that much, the triangles. There's our hexagons. They're pink. Is pink the starter color? Probably. I'm just curious if all of the colors start as pink or not. I can't remember what the other ones started as. There we go. Session done. And an even 80,000, which is odd, just that it's an even number. So 2.2 million. I guess it was a little risky of me coming into getting new hexagons, because last time we got a new shape, it really nerfed us, really made the progress slow. But I'm thinking if we could maybe get... Oh, we could even get this, actually. This whole new branch, Orbital Hit Radius Multiplier. I don't know what multiplier means. Let's get it. See what that ends up going into. We could upgrade our rectangles. And our pentagons. I'm glad I went into that. It does take a little extra money than what we're used to spending, but it'll probably be fine. And after a few more runs, we got a couple of triangle upgrades, which led to hexagon enemy intensity, a whole 100%. So this should give us quite a bit more money, I would hope. We've been getting kind of consistently 80,000 from the hexagons. So now it looks like we have some orange ones coming out here. So hopefully we'll get a big boost on the hexagon profit that we're getting. Although I'm not seeing any spawn in, so... Yeah, I guess that consistent 80,000 makes sense if they don't spawn in. It's only what ends up starting there. So, let's see what we ended up. So it doubled. I guess that makes sense. 100% doubled. And yeah, we're only getting what we spawn with, which is, I think, 10 of them. So each one is now worth 16,000 each. We did get more money than usual here. Let's see. Yeah, we only get 10 of them. So if we get... I don't know. I think one of these is going to be worthwhile. This one's more expensive. Ooh, I could make it so that they do spawn in. Okay, let's do that. And then some more upgrades. Cool. Let's see. So now we should be having a consistent stream, more or less, of hexagons. Which, hopefully, that means it'll be big, big money for us. And it looks like big money indeed. So our main earner this time was the hexagons, 3.2, which is definitely our highest, and we are very close to maxing out Proxima. So is there any pentagon upgrade now? No, I don't think so. We could upgrade our intensity for the rectangles. However, I think maybe getting into these pentagons would be good. Ooh, hexagon enemy intensity. That would be good. Finishing off some of these lower ones might be helpful as well. We'll keep it as a... We'll keep that in our back pocket. And indeed, we did make it to the next one this time. Only barely, but Centauri. A little extra money from last time. Not too much more. Alright, I think increase our intensity, hope for the best, and a new beacon level. Nice. But we still have quite a bit we could get here, yet still. But if we get the same kind of run that we have been getting, we'll have enough money to get that new beacon level. Which, if I remember correctly, is some kind of pulse. So I'm not sure how big that is, if that's a close range thing or not. Oh no, we got hit. And are we going to make it to the next planet again? Yes, actually, we did. A little bit further, I think, than last time. Just a little bit. We were hit once. 3.5, our best run yet. And yes, we could get the beacon level upgraded. Create pulse field. Do I want to do that right now? Or do I want to do other things? Sure. Let's just do it. Reach node, level 5. Can't afford anything else now. Now, what's our pulse look like? Is it just that kind of field? Yeah. Okay, so it's just this... Oh, wait. No, it's around our cursor. I thought it was this thing around our center here. It's around our cursor. Oh. Okay, I was too busy looking at my cursor now than to pay attention to what was actually coming around me. Well, I should be able to keep track of my cursor now a whole lot easier. Before, I was having a hard time even finding out where it was. More triangle intensity, sure. That'd probably be worthwhile. Pulse field damage, that'd be worthwhile, I'm sure. And pentagons, huh? Oh, wait, pentagons or hexagons? I don't remember. I don't know. And our best run yet, 4.7 million, which actually, upgrading those triangles seem to be very worthwhile. Now it's the rectangles that are slacking a little bit, which, I mean, yes, I could upgrade them there, but I'm not sure. So this is hexagons. I read pentagons, but it's pentagons into hexagons. However, with 4.7, I think I should probably get some of these earlier ones. There we go, max out that little branch. Just because, I mean, the little ones, they can really add up and do very good for us. And there we go, look at that. Our pulse is actually huge because of one of our buffs that we got. It takes up a majority of the screen. I wonder if I were to just leave my cursor right in the middle. I mean, I guess that wouldn't work very well because our balls go where I aim. So I would need some kind of auto aim feature for our shooting in order to just leave it, basically. Alright. 5.5. Not too shabby, really. We could increase the pulse damage. I think increasing... Oh, wait. No, we already got that. Ignore me. What do I want? Probably increase our rectangles the best that we can. And hopefully that can get us up to the 1 million mark on those as well. Well, it looks like, I don't know if it's solely because of that upgrade or not, but 2.2 million from the rectangles. 6.8 total. Our best run yet, and we're actually getting quite a good ways through Centauri. So, what can we do? Can we upgrade our rectangles even more? Indeed, we can. And we'll get that one. Alright. Well, this is starting to come together pretty nicely. Another 6.5 million. So, they say double it, or yeah, double it to prove it or something like that. So there we just proved it. Alright, let's get a radius multiplier. I'm not sure what that is. Ooh, ball damage. Let's go. Ball speed, ball size, so some ball upgrades there. Not bad. Let's see. So are our orbiting balls going to get bigger? Oh, wait, did it say radius multiplier? So maybe that means they orbit a little further away from us now? I'm not 100% sure what I got and what it does, but I'm sure it does something beneficial. A few more runs later, we've gotten all of this branch all done up, so now we just have up here pulse field damage, a triangle enemy reinforcements. So I think maybe these reinforcement numbers are how many spawn in after however much the cooldown timer is. So let's go ahead and get that. A crit chance on my field now, huh? Let's increase our enemy intensity there. That's always worthwhile, increasing the intensity, because that will pay off in no time. Oh, I think the game might be lagging. Just a little bit, perhaps. There is a lot going on, to be fair. But yeah, I would say, successfully fought back that initial wave and back into, well, just kind of waiting for things to spawn in, more or less. Yeah, and then a bunch of pentagons, orange pentagons, nope, orange hexagons start spawning in. 10 million, almost 11 actually, nice. And we're in Barnard. Barnard? I don't know. But we actually made a good chunk into that one, which is a little surprising. And rectangles happen to be our most profitable right now, which is good. Is there any way to increase that? No, it looks like it's all for our pulse field. So right now we're doing 1 attack per second. We could give that a 50% upgrade. And let's hop into that. So now we're doing 1.5 attacks per second. So yeah, 50% upgrade on that. A few more runs, a few more upgrades, up to 16 million. We can increase the pentagon enemy intensity, and what do I want? Radius or critical damage? Let's go radius. Then I can hit more things with my my pulse. And so our pentagons, I believe it was, should be a new color now. Yellow? I think yellow's the new color. But yeah, there is a lot going on screen until there's not. That's kind of the theme of this game, it seems like. And at the end of this run, this is how things are looking. So actually our hexagons are the lowest right now, oddly enough. And then closely followed by triangles, but 13 million is still 13 million. And let's just go ahead and grab that and this. What does that lead to? More ball damage. So I'm wondering if it's going to want us to save up for this 100 million and this one's 190 million. Or if these are going to slowly, I guess, lead us up to naturally getting those instead of having to save up. Alright, and after the ball damage, we have hexagon enemy intensity, which is fantastic. So now instead of just the 2 million that we've been getting, we should be able to get, I'd like to see 4, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. So what's our new color on the hexagons? Looks like yellow, because there was orange, which makes me doubt what I said about the pentagons being orange or yellow. Maybe it's this green color for the pentagons. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure for that one. But it is fun. Sometimes you get a boost for multi-shot, so increasing the number of balls that you shoot at once. And it looks like that can actually double up, and so sometimes I'm shooting like 5 balls at once. And yeah, it looks like our pentagons actually went up to 6 million, which is fantastic. Let's see, probably want, I don't know, laser beam width, just because I figured that would lead us to some goodies here. Triangle intensity, sure. Yeah, going down the line, I think that opens up a lot more opportunities for us. Nearing the end of another run, we did upgrade our triangle intensity, so now they're kind of this magenta color. So let's see how much money that gets us. 6.9, nice. Over 20 million total though, which is also very good, and I think we're pretty close to finishing out this section of it, that planet. So I could upgrade our triangles, which I think I will, because they are giving us quite a bit of money to spend and gain and all of that fun stuff. So hopefully we get just a little bit more from all of that now. And we broke into the next signal level, Sirius. And our money is more or less all the same, equal about them. I think we'll increase the rectangle intensity and that one. Alright, back into it. Well, that seemed to be a pretty good upgrade. 18 million just from the rectangles, which is basically what we've been getting on these past few runs anyway. And then everything on top of that, 34 million. Fantastic, and we're about halfway through that one, which I think that might just be kind of a lucky run on that part. Let's increase these ones. So now we're done with that segment. Onto this other one here. Yeah, I think we just got a lucky run there. I don't think that's going to be common throughout the rest of these ones. Or maybe it will be a common thing. Almost 16 million from there, 30 million there. So, I mean, yeah, it was a little luckier on the last run, but now we can get this ice hexagon chance. So I guess the hexagons are icy. Doesn't look like any upgrades I necessarily really want, but oh well, they'll be worthwhile eventually. So how are these icy ones looking? Oh, man. Hit a bit of lag on that one. There's a lot going on that it's starting to, I guess, lag the game a little bit. Even with all the numbers and damage, everything turned off, it's still just a lot of shapes, and whenever something happens, the game doesn't respond all that great. But for the most part, it does run pretty well. Ooh, nice. Good numbers there. Yeah, it does run pretty well. It's just when things get all conglomerated, I guess, on top of each other, then things start to slow down just a little bit. Ooh, lots of upgrades. I do like that. Rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, everything gets an upgrade in intensity. I really like that. Alright, well, I think the rectangles are what's giving us our most money, so I think it would be the wisest decision to go into that one. Because hopefully, if that's a 50% increase, then if we could go from 18 million to, I don't know, I'll say 22 million, then I'd say that's definitely a worthwhile upgrade. No, not 22. Closer to 27 million. 44 million in the bank. Fantastic. So, obviously we will be increasing the intensity on some other ones. Just working up, I guess, so got the rectangle to the pentagon, and we'll get the hexagon next time. But there we go. We should see... Let's see, we got 44 million last time. I would like to see closer to 55 million, but I'm not sure if we'll get up to that. No, not 55 million, but 50, so that's not too bad. And our pentagon money, I mean, it's okay. Nothing to write home about. Let's increase the hexagon enemy intensity. Oh, we can even get something else. Interceptor count. Alright. Now, hopefully, this time we could get up to that 55 million. That would be great. Well, not 55 million. 62.8. Let's see. Rectangles are still definitely giving us that big boost there. And hexagons gave us a pretty good jump up as well. Let's see, Ice Blast Multiplier, Freeze Duration. I mean, I don't necessarily need any of these. I think I'm just going to stick down the middle. I was really hoping that was going to lead me somewhere. Oh well, we did unlock reinforcements for that and that, so I think those are probably what we're going to be getting next time. Alright, all done here, and we reached a new spot, the Orion Arm. 60 million yet again. And so let's upgrade our shapes. Let's go for the hexagon. Ooh, a beacon level. I like it. And that one just because we have the money. And breach. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special to look at here. Oh, things are getting a little too close for my comfort. But I don't think we actually got hit. I could be wrong. I don't know. Alright, and with all this money, we are able to upgrade our beacon level. Which, it's hard to see, but I believe that says ricochet at field boundary. So I'm guessing at the edge of the screen, it'll ricochet. Bounce off. Which, that'll be wonderful. Yes, I wonder how long they ricochet for. probably as long as the ball has lifespan. So that would be wonderful. So we no longer are losing the balls to the void whenever they get out. They're just attacking them from behind. So basically we're flanking them now. Wonderful. Now we just need longer life balls. There we go, our first run over $100 million. And actually we crushed that, $150 million. And we managed to get to the Galactic Core. And yeah, most of that was from the rectangles. We did increase the intensity of the rectangles, so that definitely appears to have paid off. 150, I could put it all into this one. I don't think I will, but I could. Alright, let's see about upgrading some of these. There we go. Max out that section. Now just to work on this section, and then, yeah, we'll wait to get into that one. And here we are, another run. And yeah, many upgrades later. Things are still bouncing around, 169. Everything is doing pretty well except for the triangles. Triangles are really holding us back on the money. If that reached up, we could probably hit that 200 million mark. And we finished out this section here. So we just have the 2 upgrades up here in the corner. So I could either choose to increase my pulse attacks or get another interceptor. I think we'll go for an interceptor. And actually, I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like we can get some increased intensity. Although, to be fair, I'm struggling with the pentagons as it is. It seems like a lot of them are making it to me. These green ones, I should say. Although, now that I say that, things are not... Yeah, there we go. Try my best to get them down, and they just managed to get to me. It's a little sad, but unfortunately that's how it goes. But I won't shy away from having stronger ones. 191, very nice. But yeah, you can see triangles, they're just not working with us. So maybe I don't want to increase the hexagon intensity because I already struggle with those. So perhaps the pentagon intensity. I might be able to work with that. Alright, back into it. See how we do. So we should see a new color with the pentagons, which might be these blues? Yeah, I think so. It's like a bluish purple. But yeah, I think those are the new ones we're looking at here. Yeah, we have, what is it, 6 of these interceptors. I think those are kind of the reason we're doing as well as we are, having these interceptors in here. We're getting a little further along. Wow. 280 million? I was definitely not expecting a big increase like that. Do I want to increase other things then? I don't know how big of an increase this is, but let's get it. Ooh. So right now, our balls, they gain speed per bounce. So every time they bounce off a side, they get a little more speed. I'm considering getting that, although I think let's just grab that one and hope for the best. Alright, 258. Yeah, we got hit 6 times. 5 million. Man, those triangles really need an upgrade. I did restart the game, so closed out and entered back in because the text was getting very much unreadable. So, I mean, it's better now. It still has some issues. I mean, I wonder if it's just a matter of how many times I hover over this. It seems like it's getting worse and worse. Maybe not. But yeah, I think increasing triangle enemy intensity, I don't know if that's actually going to do anything because they barely give me any money as it is. But let's do it anyway. And we could increase how many pentagons we see. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I mean, the squares or the rectangles, I think are giving us the most money. I can't actually remember if they are or not, but I think they might be. Alright, end of the run. Our pentagons are giving us the most, so actually getting more pentagons would probably be very handy. So let's do it, and that's all that we can buy. Alright, let's hop back into it. The game is starting to chug a little bit with as many enemies as we have on screen. So I'm trying to kind of limit the gameplay just to ease it on your guys' end, because at least on my end, it's a little harder to look at when you have too many enemies on screen, which actually we're doing a really good job at keeping the enemies low. Actually, the whole run we kept the enemies low. Fantastic, actually. And I don't know. I mean, we ended up with basically the same amount of money, but I don't know how we got more pentagons, but then the pentagon amount of money went down. Oh well. Let's get that. Ooh, ball damage. That's what we were missing. Hopefully, now we'll be able to keep these things at bay a whole lot better and easier. Yeah, you can see when things get all crammed in close quarters, it starts making the game chug a little bit. I think maybe it's because of the ball count all crammed into one little spot. Come to think of it. I'm not entirely sure. But when the screen just empties out like it does right here, and then all of the balls are just bouncing around all willy-nilly, it's pretty fun to see. There we go. We broke $300 million. Our triangles, I don't know if I even upgraded those actually. Oh, I did. It just did absolutely nothing. So, fantastic. Let's get that. And that. And... Alright. I guess that's all we can do right now. Alright, the end of another run. 381 million. We hit the next group, or the next level, local group. Not sure what that means, but we're there. And we have enough money. You can see all of the other nodes are bought out to get the next beacon level. There it is. Beacon node level 7. And it looks like me restarting the game didn't last very long. The text is already having a way. So we unlocked the open phase decay zone. Man, that's really hard to see. Yeah, it's changing out letters for numbers, it looks like, which is odd. But yeah, it says phase decay zone damage. So yeah, let's see what those are. Ah, so just damage zones that happen around the map then, it looks like. And we already are taking some damage, and more damage. So yeah, we could definitely use some more ball damage, that's for sure. We're getting plenty of critical balls out there. There we go. I like it when it's all empty, and then all the balls are just going wild. It's pretty fun. How did we do? Nearly 400 back in that local group. Alright, not too bad. What do we have? Phase damage or intensity? You know what? Let's go for the phase damage. Maybe it'll keep me from getting hit. Alright, once again, many runs, many upgrades. And we are finally into our next level, Virgo Cluster, which that took a very long time to get to this one. And we are nearing $1 billion because of our hexagons. So, come into our upgrades. Yeah, you can see how far we've gotten on this. And looks like we can increase our triangle enemy intensity. Oh boy. Ooh, laser cooldown. So it goes from 3 to 2 seconds. That'd be neat. But I doubt increasing our money gain from the triangles will do anything. So let's go and see. Well, I forgot to check how much money we got from the triangles themselves, but we did get less money overall than we did last time. That's all I saw. We had about 800 million that time. Alright, and our triangles gave us a whopping 5.8 million. Oh boy. That's a drop in the ocean. So yeah, whenever I see a triangle upgrade, it's very underwhelming because I know it's not going to do anything. We need this triangle enemy intensity to go up like another 1000%, and then maybe we might hit double digits. But let's increase our laser damage. Ooh, it actually splits off for once. Let's go that way. Alright, that should do it. 1 billion, our first 1 billion in a single run. Very cool. Oh, triangles. They're starting to put in some work. Not really. All right, back into it. Let's see. I think both of these orbital orbit radius, orbital hit radius. Oh, I thought they were the same thing. But no, they actually are different. Ball damage. That will very much help us out, even though the last two upgrades have been pretty underwhelming of this one. So that's kind of sad. After a little while longer, we finally made it to Lanikia. Lanikia? Not sure. But we are one signal level away from getting to level 20. And here's how our tree is coming out so far. Yeah, just slowly making a little bit of progress, getting away into some of these, increasing the intensity of some of these, and just trying to, yeah, max that thing out. And we shall see how things are going. Hopefully, yeah, things seem to be going pretty well so far. So yeah, we can just keep this on going, get this. Yeah, I like being able to see all the balls just bouncing around off the edge of the screen. It's pretty nice to see. And then yeah, it also helps keep the enemies light. 2.2, we got a little even further into there. And yeah, this is our boundary bounces. So almost 2,400 balls bounced off the edge of the screen. So that's pretty fun. Alright, let's increase probably this intensity here, and may as well get that, I suppose. Oh, and here we go. We actually managed to awaken the beacon. There it is, signal level 20 of 20. We hit deep space. So, with $5 billion, let's confirm. Alright, nothing special happened in there. I was not paying attention and absolutely did not expect to hit that final level right there, but here it was. Let's increase some of these and that. There may or may not be one right there. Alright, let's work on maxing out our tree then. Alright, and there we go. Our whole skill tree is maxed out. Every last one of these. So we can go and see what this looks like. But before we do, I should probably give a warning that if you have any medical condition on flashing lights or anything like that, probably don't want to view this, because I don't have any medical condition like that, but it's enough to make me feel something. So I guess view this last part at your own risk is all I'm going to say. So let's get into it here. Because yeah, things, they kind of slow down, get a bit choppy here, and yeah, it's enough to make me feel something. But when nothing's on screen, it goes pretty smooth, pretty nice, which, I mean, yeah, it's nice that we are able to get a smoother run here after that first choppy bit. And there it is. Just like that. That was a very quick deep space run. 5.3. Well, there we go. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. That was Wake the Beacon. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Also consider subscribing. That would greatly help me out, and I would appreciate it very much. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.